Good morning, YouTubers. It's Holly from Besotted Orchids. Thank you so much for joining me today. Spring has finally sprung here in Ohio, and I am noticing it in my orchids. I have all kinds of spikes and buds and things happening, and I wanted to catch you up on all that today. But I wanted to start off first with a very beautiful orchid, BC Kosh Wallace Paradise. Look at all the little speckles. You really can't call them freckles. They're more like just little speckles, like it's been spattered. Beautiful veining. It's just very, very pretty the way it curls in up there at the top and expands. It's very pretty. It has 2 blooms on it. Very pretty. This came from Carmela Orchids, so I can't take full credit for these blooms because it did come in spike. But they're doing well. Now let's move on to a few of the reasons we're here today. This is a Kroger rescue that has branched off 2 different branches. So I will be getting roughly 10 to 11, depending how many fully open, beautiful blooms on this little one. And it grows in moss. We're just going to carry on over here, and I'll show you another rescue from Kroger. This one I purchased from Kroger specifically because it had a dark purple, which I have not seen before, with a real light outline on it. It was very, very pretty. It had 2 swelling areas on the little nodes, so I figured it was going to come out into a secondary spike very quickly, and it did. That's going to be very pretty shortly. In fact, I'm thinking within a day or 2, that one's going to open. Okay, now over here, towards the back, we have Howard's Dream. Very, very large, very tall oncidium type orchid. It'll be purple and with little spots all over it, and it has 9 buds on it. See if I can get you down so you can see there's a plant in the background. I'm kind of crowded today. I wanted to bring them all out here to my kitchen island. There's various stuff going on all over the house. Down here, I'm missing one. It's to the back. I have 2 coconut orchids here, the Maxillaria tenuifolia. And they are starting to form buds for the first time for me. Let me pull this one around so you can see both of them. This one, I think you'll be able to see more clearly. One of these is a yellow. I have yet to see a yellow one bloom. If you look down here, you can see where they're swelling. Those are going to be blooms. Anything that's swelling up here closer to the bulb, that's going to be another bulb. That's not going to be a bloom. But these down here that look like kind of like a wheat sheath, those are going to be your blooms. So I'm excited. One of these is red and one is yellow. I have 3 other red ones. So I probably need to clear a house. I probably need to get rid of two of the red ones. Move them on to another home. But right over here, if you can see, there are 2, it's moving up a little further. I'm going to have to pull it back out. There are 2 buds in there. 2 spikes coming out. That is my Miltoniopsis. One of them is the Lila Fernyhow. 2 spikes coming on that one. And over here I have just 2 blooms. I'm not terribly impressed with this one, but you know, sometimes Miltoniopsis are a little hard to settle down to a new environment. And this one is Morris Chestnut Vivian. That was a really pretty one. These came in bloom last fall from Sheldon over at Carmela. And they're doing well. Now down here, very special orchid. I'm more excited with this one than just about any of them. This is my neofinetia falcata. This one is a white variety. Look, it's forming beautiful little dragon heads. Very, very pretty. And a week ago, I believe, I filmed this same orchid, and it was a spike maybe 1 inch tall. So in a week, this much growth has come on. I'm hoping for another spike to follow shortly, and then I have a pink variety that's sitting over on my grow shelf, and I'm hoping that one blooms for me this year. This one came in bloom, So I've already seen it. It's beautiful. It smells amazing. But I have yet to see the pink one. So I'm hoping any time now. Now up here we have the dendrobium butterfly. My phone is going to try to focus more on the ficus in the back. Beautiful spikes. This one's a tiny one. I don't know what all it's going to do. The one remaining bloom from the former. So this has had 3 spikes on it for me. Very tall plant. Now that being said, it doesn't take up a lot of space room horizontally. It's more of a vertical thing. So if you have a shelf that has a tall area on the top, that's where this one needs to live. But very long-lasting blooms. These blooms are going to be with you a very long time. I really like the denvals. Now over here, a different variety, and oh my goodness, we have a little visitor. Is he going to? There he is. It's a little ladybug. Now there is a spike. This is a Latoria type dendrobium, and there's a spike coming out right there in the middle. Look how shiny the new leaves are. When these leaves come out, the shine is amazing. There is another large growth coming on that I'm hoping it'll do the same thing for me. I'll have a nice spike. I have yet to see this one bloom. And you know what? Actually, down here, this one might be getting a little something. In fact, it is. So this should be very, very pretty. Very pretty shortly, and I'll know exactly what it is because I've lost the tag. Sometimes the tags wander off. You take them off to do something with them, to film or to water, or just do some pot cleanage, and you tell yourself they're going back. They don't go back. You be very, very careful about that because I have quite a few that are missing their tags. I have a nice little pile of tags. Now over here is the grande dame of them all. Look at her. She is taking up an awful lot of room. This is my Zygopetalum Advanced Australia. 3 blooms over here on this spike. Buds, 3 buds. And over here, there are 4. So that's going to be really, really nice. It won't be very long. This is a first time bloom for me. This one came from Hauserman Orchids out in Illinois, just outside of Chicago. I recommend them as well as Carmela. I've never had a bad plant from them. So this will be a first time bloom for me. And I did maybe place an order with Ecuagenera last week. My son, very funny thing, my son, 12-year-old, was sitting at the table and he said, "Dad, I was a little worried at first that I had accidentally used Mom's PayPal to order $64 worth of stuff on his gaming." And then he said he saw the name Ecuador and Ecuagenera, and he realized it was me. So he threw me right under the bus on my latest orchid purchase at the dinner table. So I'll do an unboxing when those come in. They only ship, twice a month, so it'll be here sometime in the next several weeks. And I've never had a bad orchid from them. I've had really good luck with everybody that I've ordered from, even eBayers. I've never received an orchid that showed up where I was not happy with it. So I would like to thank you all for joining me today. Let me zoom in on this one again. And I have a few more orchids upstairs. I might take a video of my Cattleya area where I have several in sheath up there. So you guys have a blessed weekend and have a great day. If you like this video, please feel free to hit like, share, and go ahead and subscribe. Thank you very much.